hands together as they join onto stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, principals of both schools, Mr. Lal Disanaika of Ananda, Mr. Iran Champika Silva of Nalanda, my fellow co-chair, Mr. Pali Dharmadasa, all the fellow cricketers, past cricketers, committee members, Old Boys Association, president, secretaries, two teams, coaches, sponsors, and well-wishers. Thank you very much for being here. Even though it's the 95th Battle of the Maroons, this was started in 1924. So exactly 100 years for this prestigious match, which very few been privileged to be part of, but at the same time, it's a momentous occasion for both schools to be involved for so many years. I did some research, I hope I'm correct. In 1924, it was Mr. K.A.P. Rajakaruna who captained Ananda, and Mr. B.S. Pera, who captained Nalanda. Even though it's 95, 100 years later, I think Sadev and Ashinsa, you have the privilege of leading the two schools at SSC in a very historical moment where we're going to play the big match for 3 days. This wouldn't be possible if not for the sponsors. We have Mobitel, who's our main sponsor. Thank you very much for the team who's here, dedicated, working tirelessly, and various other sponsors who's come forward. I'm sure will get recognized later. If I try to mention all the names, if I miss any, that will be injustice. I'm sure they'll all be recognized. But I must thank the tireless efforts the Battle of the Maroons committee is putting in. It's been 3 months whose efforts have made sure that this big match is a brand and that this big match is something that everyone is looking forward to. Thank you very much, the entire team. It's very difficult for me to mention each and every one. We have about 150 volunteers, past old boys from both schools, who's come out helping us to organize this massive event. Thank you very much to both schools, the teachers, whose tireless efforts is not forgotten, as well as the prefects of both schools who's come forward and helping us to organize this event. It's been a privilege for me to be here making this speech as a co-chair. I had the privilege of playing for Nalanda many years. So did many who's sitting on the front row, who's played for Ananda and Nalanda. Two schools has produced so many national cricketers, so many wonderful players in the history who's dedicated themselves for the game of cricket. Both schools have made a vision for cricket, a culture, a dedication, a passion for cricket, and I hope that the young gentleman who's sitting on to my right will make that effort and one day represent Sri Lanka. And to the sponsors who's come forward, being partnering us in this event, you are contributing to that cause. It's not just this event, but you are helping many other sports in these two schools and the children who's taking part in that to enhance their skills and to be better professionals going forward. So once again, thank you so much for being with us, partnering us in this occasion. It's a game that we've all loved, and I hope the two schools will remember that it's a fun game. It's something that you need to enjoy. Yes, there's going to be a lot of people screaming, supporting you all, but you're in the middle to enjoy the game, play the game hard, play the game fair, and have fun. So all the very best to both the teams. Thank you very much for being here. And sorry, I forgot to the media as well. Without you, we won't be able to take this occasion to rest of the world. We are in a modern era where we can live stream, telecast. So a lot of old boys who lives in overseas gets to see this live and enjoy the big match even though they can't be here with us. So it's a magnificent big match, and I'm glad that I've been able to be part of that, and I hope that you all will enjoy as well. Thank you very much.